One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Marshall Thundering Herd. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Redhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Dropping back, it's Fox. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. There he goes. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort.
Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That keeps the score. Marshall.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players, physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Red Hawks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap it to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And the Red Hawks will go for it on 4th down. Defense might bring the house here. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Makes the catch. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Gets it out quickly. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
Miami, Ohio, 7. Marshall, 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try the left side. Plows through the defense. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Back to pass, it's Fox. Fires to the middle. It's complete. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Offense set on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Here's the pressure. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Here we go. That's the end of the period. It's Miami, Ohio on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
7. Marshall, 6.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Quinn. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 14 to USC. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Off play action. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Bishop. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Hawks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
42, Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Moves. Wide receiver going in motion. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on first and goal. Going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Hawks. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Back to throw, it's Fox. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
He's standing.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, fourth down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Wade. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
It's complete to the left. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fox. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wade. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Hurd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
It's complete to the right. He gets the two-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it along the sideline. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw...
Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
To the air, it's Fox. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity.
Looking for the end zone. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense, and now the hit knocks it loose. Recovered by the kicking team.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Set ready.
Give to the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short.
Eyes up. Banner.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
6 Provane.
To the air, it's Fox. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out of the field and make some stops.
Got enough for the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And the Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Bishop. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stockton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Caught behind the line. It's Flores. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Redhawks! And the punishment has been extended.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Miami, Ohio, 38, Marshall, 14.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over, 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Fox. Setting up the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Marshall quick to the line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. On the move, he fires. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He fires to the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly that time.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Marshall, 14.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Third and Curran will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
To the air, it's Fox. He's looking deep. He's got it on the left. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. That'll do it here in the quarter, guys, and Miami, Ohio has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Starts. 22, water.
It's a draw. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, the ground game. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Marshall! And they kick it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Sends it back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Trick 9 feet.
They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Trying play action. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. It's a reverse. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Yeah, the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he can take it to the distance.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the